gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Southern Country. Hi, I'm Herb Southern. Welcome to the show, my friend. Today we're in Staten Island, the Stapleton Pier. It's Fleetweek, and I'm here again. And I have Commander Thompson with me this year. He's going to tell us what we're going to see in this show. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks, Herb. Sure appreciate it. Well, here at Staten Island, we have 5 ships. We have 2 Ticonderoga-class cruisers. We have 2 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, and we have 1 Perry-class frigate.
Explain the difference between them, briefly.
All the ships are multi-purpose, but they lean in one direction or the other. The cruisers are designed for anti-air predominantly. The destroyers are just a multi-mission in general. And the frigate is, her original mission was anti-submarine warfare, but she's kind of morphed into anti-narcotics and anti-terrorism roles as well.
Has big business, that frigate?
Well, all Navy ships get a lot of business, a lot of work.
Okay. You're going to take me around?
You bet.
All right. We're looking forward to that. My friends, I'm standing on one of the ships here, and I happen to have Second Class Petty Officer Bostic with me. How do you do? Welcome to Southern Country.
Thank you, sir.
Tell us what ship we're on and what's the purpose of the ship and how it goes about its business.
We are on board currently the USS San Jacinto CG-56. It is a Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruiser. Its job is pretty much to protect and serve the country.
In what manner?
Its major purpose is for air defense, but it's a multi-purpose ship itself to fight like underwater vessels, surface vessels, along with air. But majorly, the strike group usually uses it for an air defense.
What are we looking at a gun here? What kind of gun is that standing right there?
That there is a 5-inch gun. There are 2 of them located on board the ship, one on the fantail, one right here on the forecastle.
And how far did that thing shoot?
The range on it is around 11 to 12 nautical miles.
Accuracy? Pretty good, huh?
I would say pretty good, yes. They currently we were doing an exercise in which we were sinking one of our own ships to make it into a reef.
Have you been deployed on this ship?
Yes, sir.
Where'd you go to?
We went to the Arabian Gulf, sir.
How long ago was that?
That was back in September 2005 we left, and we got back in March 2006.
Well, thank you for being on Southern Country and letting everybody know what this ship does.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Standing next to me is Fire Controlman, Second Class Michael Youngblood. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me what ship we're standing on and what the ship does.
All right, we're on the USS Winston S. Churchill, DDG-81. We're a guided missile destroyer, and we're going to be going over some of the weapon characteristics and stuff on the forecastle here today. Right here we have our Mark 41 VLS, our vertical launching system. We carry several different types of missiles, and they sit vertical in the launcher until ready to be fired when the hatches pop up. We launch Tomahawk land attack cruise missiles, which is what I operate. That's for striking deep targets inland up to 1,000 nautical miles. We also launch
1,000 nautical miles?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's a touch from a long distance away.
You can hit Chicago from here.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And we also fire SM-2s, which is a standard missile. We use that for anti-air, for inbound aircraft or inbound missiles. And we can also launch vertically launched ASROCs, which are anti-submarine rockets. It's basically a torpedo with a rocket booster on the end that launches and goes into the water and hunts submarines.
Get out.
Yes, sir. And also new to the family of missiles here is the Evolved Sea Sparrow, which is a 4-pack of missiles that launches and actually takes out inbound aircraft and missiles if necessary. It's self-defense.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And those are all launched from vertical launching system.
All here?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
We have 96 missile cells on board ready to go at any point in time.
And you said 1,000 nautical miles?
Yes, sir.
That's a distance.
Yes, sir.
Accuracy is good, huh?
We do not launch a missile unless it's a 99% chance of accuracy, so yeah.
Well, everything is 99% accuracy.
Oh, I don't know about the other ones.
Okay.
I fired Tomahawks.
Okay,
so, yeah.
Tomahawk to 99%.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So this is a pretty important ship we're standing on.
Very important. It's a huge asset to the country. It's a very big part of the combat team.
How much training did it take for you to learn how to do all this?
At least a year of school.
Wow.
That was before, and then a lot of on-the-job training once you get to the ship.
You nervous the first time you launched a missile?
Actually, I've never launched one.
Okay.
I was on emergency leave when we launched one.
So. Okay. How many times has this equipment been used on this?
It was used actually extensively in the shock and awe campaign.
Okay.
Of course, I can't say how many missiles were fired, but
sure.
It was definitely it was an integral part of that combat system.
Very good. Thanks for being on the show, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Well, Commander Thompson, there's a bird next to us. Talk to me about that. Scan Eagle A, I think it says on it.
Scan Eagle A is an unmanned aerial vehicle, and it's designed to do several functions, everything from gathering intelligence to doing battle damage assessment.
How high does that thing fly?
Very high, high enough to be very hard to see by the bad guys.
I was going to say, what's the chance of finding it?
Probably very, very small.
How big is this thing full length? This is a model, obviously. Is this a model? I'm going to ask.
No, that's an actual unmanned aerial vehicle. It's about 4 or 5 feet long and about 6-7 feet wide.
And what runs that? What brings it back to home place? A homing device?
Well, it's remotely controlled,
Yeah.
and it's got a unique system for being caught while it's at sea, because of course that's a challenge for a surface ship.
Now, this thing has been in use for how long?
That I don't know, but
Flights? It made a lot of flights.
it has made a lot of flights. I believe it's done over 40,000 hours of missions in the Middle East.
Pretty proven product then.
Yes.
And many of them in use yet right now?
I don't have those numbers,
Okay.
and probably couldn't tell you anyway, but it is definitely used by U.S. Navy.
Wow. Interesting vehicle.
It is very.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Well, my friends, we're on the last ship. And we have gentlemen here. Say your name again?
81 McCrary.
And what's your position on board?
I'm the senior guy for the mechanic side.
Okay. And you are?
Pedastre Del Pivo HE3. I'm an aviation electricals technician. I'm the junior electrician on the board.
Okay. Now tell us what your job encompasses.
Well, my job here with the 860 Bravo is to take care of the mechanic side, as the rotor heads, the engines, and the fuel system, sir.
You're a helo man.
Yes, sir.
You don't really actually work on the ship. You work on helos.
Just on the helos.
Helos. And you do actually work on board then?
No, I actually work on the helo crew.
Oh, you work on helo too?
We're the air deck. We're part of HSL 44 out of Mayport.
Oh.
And my job encompasses basically the mission systems. Basically all the electronics that go through the aircraft is primarily run through us. Our AEs, our aviation electricians, deal with mostly our wiring systems, but together we take care of basically the electronic package of the aircraft.
And what does this ship do? What is this, an aircraft?
This is a frigate.
What's a frigate?
A frigate, to be honest, is basically the forefront of the Navy's, the battle group. It's basically out there before anybody, making sure everybody's okay.
That's so.
Yep.
And how many helos are on this deck at one time?
At one time, we can have one on deck. At most, on board, we can hold as two.
And
So-
how many guys like you are around? on
And
this deck?
our detachment has 13 maintainers, I believe 5 pilots, and 2 air crewmen.
You agree with what he just said?
Yes, sir. 100%, sir.
100%. And you don't really work on board then? You're just a helo guy?
Yes, sir. We work just with the helo.
Okay. And where did you come from? Where did you learn all about helos then?
Well, I've been in the Navy 11 years.
Oh.
My training started out in Great Lakes, Chicago. I then went to Millington, Tennessee. Went there for 6 months for training and been all over the world, sir.
Is this helo a regular size or small or large, or how would you describe this helo behind me?
Well, described as helo, it's a moderate size.
Moderate size.
It's a moderate size helicopter.
Okay. Well, thank you for being on the show. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And
you,
thank
sir.
you, sir, for
Thank
being
you.
on Southern Country. Well, Commander Thompson, we're back where we started from.
You're quite welcome. Thanks for coming out.
You're quite a tour guide.
Thank you very much. And thank you to the City of New York and the region for coming out. It's been our pleasure to come here, and thank you very much for having us come in and view your fine city.
It's a pleasure to be in Southern Country, and I look forward to next year.
Likewise.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
sir.
year.
You too. Enjoy yourself.